We are so excited to be able to begin the process of regathering as the church this coming Sunday, June 14th. You may have noticed that we've been trying to use the terminology of regathering rather than reopening. And that's on purpose, because something we talked about at the very beginning of all of this is that church was not canceled. We were deployed. We were sent out to do the things that we have been equipped and trained to do, to be the hands and feet of Jesus in a difficult time where our world and our community needed those things. And now that doesn't stop, but we are at the point now where we can begin to get back together with each other, and I'm so looking forward to that. As we step into this, I think it's important for all of us to remember that we have people that are really in three different categories that will be a part of this. So let's use a traffic light for an analogy. So you've got your green, your yellow, and your red light. So green light people are people that are ready to get back together yesterday and just want all of this to be over and are moving on. And they're not really concerned about the virus anymore. We have people that are yellow light. And these are people that are excited to be able to start this process of re-entering into a little bit more of a normal life, but are also a little bit concerned about what that looks like. And then we have other people that are red light. These are people that are more concerned about what this looks like, and it's going to be a while before they feel comfortable coming back out and especially gathering with a group of people. I know that in Rivertree, we have all three groups of people, and it's important as we go through this that we have grace for people that are in the other group. So those of you that are in that red light group, you just need to know that we're going to be continuing to offer our gatherings online on into the future. Those premier times for right now are shifting to 10 a.m. So you'll be able to get on Facebook or on YouTube just as you've been doing and gather with us starting at 10 a.m. on Sunday mornings. We also, starting this week, we've got watch parties that are taking place. And I already know of about 7 or 8 families that have said, yeah, I'm going to have people over at my house, and I'm looking forward to that. And so that's something I would encourage you to engage with if you've got some other people that you would feel comfortable getting together with. And then we're going to be having on-site watch parties at Rivertree, at the Resale Depot, and at Vito's Espresso. And those watch parties are going to be starting at 10 a.m. and the doors are going to be opening at 9:45 a.m. And I just wanted to take a minute and talk about what to expect when you come, because it's going to be a little bit different. But I think that with a little bit of grace and a little bit of flexibility, we're gonna be able to find this balance in this tension of this need for community and this need to be safe. So the first thing we need you to do is to register. You can go to rivertree.church/watch. rivertree.church/watch. And on Monday mornings, the registrations for the following Sunday will go live. So right now, the registrations for June 14th are there on that page. And you can click and it's going to take you to our registration system. And that is going to allow us to maintain the number of people that we feel comfortable with in those facilities right now. At Rivertree, we're going to be limiting it to 30 people in the worship center. At Resale Depot, we're going to limit it to 30 people, and at Vito's Espresso to 10 people. Now, that may increase, but we're going to start there for this next few weeks. So if you want to gather with us at one of those 3 on-site watch parties, you need to go to that website, rivertree.church/watch, and make sure that you register. But then when you come, what should you expect? So for a minute, I do want to talk about masks. See, I know that masks have become a controversial thing. And so I wanted to talk about it for a minute because we are going to be strongly encouraging them. Our team is going to be wearing them, and we will have them available. Now, we're not going to tackle you if you don't want to wear one. That's not what this is about. But I did want to take a minute and talk about the why, because I think that's important. Because you may think, well, why? This is just really dumb. And it actually comes from some of the studies that are happening as far as groups gathering in enclosed spaces. And so I just want you to picture for a minute that you're in a grocery store. You're in a grocery store and someone who's wearing really strong perfume walks by you, and you get a whiff of that perfume. And you know what I'm talking. We've all had this happen. You get a whiff of that perfume and you just go, man, I wish they were wearing a little bit less perfume. But you only get a little whiff of it. It comes and it goes because they walk by you. So then let's say that you're in an enclosed room with that person, and they are sitting not too far away from you, and you're sitting there, and that smell begins to permeate the air around you. Something that we've discovered about this virus is that it's airborne, and that person-to-person airborne contact is the things that we need to do our best to mitigate. And so it's like if that perfume is being spread by your mouth, and if you put this on, it then keeps that as close to you as possible. And here's the other factor that we have in a church gathering that we don't have in other places in life, and that's singing. There's a lot of work being done to figure out how to go about this reentry, and something that honestly is a concern is singing in an enclosed space. We tend to put more particles in the air when we sing. And so we are just asking, as an expression of love to the other people around you, that you wear a mask to help us keep that down as we gather, as we sing with each other. This is not about you not getting it. This isn't going to keep you from getting it, but it will keep that spread from happening quite as much, and is a way that we can show an expression of love to the people that are around us. So that's the first thing that I want you to know to expect when you come. The second thing is that we are going to ask that we stay 6 feet away from each other. We've got our chairs set up in these spaces so that you can space out. One of the best places to congregate, to reconnect with people, is going to be the parking lot. And so when you get here, again, we're not going to open the front doors until 9:45 and just kind of encourage people to go into the gathering space when they get here. But the parking lot's going to be a great place to be able to reconnect, to just stay a few feet away from each other and catch up on life. And then after the gatherings, we're going to encourage people to head back out to those outdoor spaces, because that's going to be the best place to spend that time. The third thing is, if you have kids, I know that our kids are going to be so excited to be back together with other people. And I just want I want to ask you to keep your family with you. I know that you may have kids that are going to want to hug everybody that's there, and trust me, I want to hug all of them too. But I want to go back to our traffic light for a minute. We're going to have people there and families there who are green light, who say, yeah, go ahead and hug. And then we're going to have other people who kind of went out on a limb emotionally to be there and really would rather not have a hug from somebody, but also don't want to be the one that has to say no. And so for the sake of us ministering to and loving people that are in all these different spaces, if you as the parent can just do your best to keep your kids with you, that's going to help us be able to love people that are in all of these different places in this moment. I am so looking forward to gathering together again. We don't know how long we'll be in this watch party format. Honestly, we're just going to wait and see and get a little more data of what happens as groups begin to get back together. I've told our team to prepare for at least a month in this kind of a format. On this coming Sunday, on June 14th, I'm going to be making my way between the different gatherings. My hope is to be able to greet everybody who is there. I love you guys. If you have any questions or need anything, feel free to reach out. My email address is andy@rivertree.church. We'll see you on Sunday.